An opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the sack. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's found some room at the 45. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. The Canes will try to keep this drive moving. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the single back takes the handoff. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. Here comes a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running. But as Miami Hurricane back, he's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have with this running back position.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Great move there. Touchdown, Canes. No chance to catch him. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Look at him run through those tacklers. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact, but doesn't have enough for the first down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. And on the carry, he's heading left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Inside the 20. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
It is first and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. There's some pre-snap loop, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. We had a short video of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the extra point was up and good. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. And the Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. He's got it for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's that defense shifting again. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. And sack sets up an important 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's second down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And now another deep ball here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his target, and it's complete. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Big gain, catch made at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Nowhere to run up the middle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Second and goal for the offense. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the point after was good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer it before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. They'll run the option. Quarterback still with the football. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out into the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on fourth. Now the handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to throw it on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
completion sets up a second down play. Back to throw again. Caught quickly. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game.
He'll take a deep shot. Pass caught. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point puts him in front by 1. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Should be the last play of the quarter coming up. First down. We're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they will claim the second half lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And they'll run it into the end zone, so they go up by a touchdown here. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. But he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Tied. He just sprints into the end zone. A kick return all the way for a touchdown with a conference title on the line. He's never going to forget that.
Yeah, he'll never forget this. You're right. Conference championship, huge stage. Everybody's watching. Great blocks up front to get him started. And then it was just raw speed and instincts to take it to the house.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Gilbert.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. The Hurricanes looking to run some tempo here. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
The Canes will have 1st and 10 here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Bama. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead. But instead, they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff in a single back formation. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
The offense getting closer to a game-time touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, drops back. Finds his target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter, trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. Here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Trying to extend the play. Trying to create here on the move. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter. Critical down in distances. And this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game. Showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Gonna run it. It's Daniels. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, with this quarterback... They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense is still clicking.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Hurricanes offense retakes the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They bring him down right at the 20.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.